Hey folks, Jayborino here. I'm going to be returning to Wrath of the Tal'Darim, a custom campaign for StarCraft 2 created by CybrosX. A few months back, I did play the first map when it was in beta. Some things have changed, so I do plan on replaying the intro and mission 1, and then there are 3 other missions for this campaign that have been released. So let's get into it. Wrath of the Tal'Darim separated and went away with Amon millions of years ago, but now they're free. Not all of them have joined Alarak when he defeated Malash. Ras'Gul, Forgotten Templar of the Kala, cursed by Amon, got a chance to escape. Alarak is talking to me. And become leader of the Tal'Darim and stop the hidden evil that was created by Amon and left on unknown planets in the sector. But first, he must meet Alarak. Alrighty, let's get going. I do know that the Ras'Gul model changed. He was based on Gul'dan. Start campaign. Nope, not gonna... Nope, there it goes. Okay, just a bit of a lag. I shouldn't have double-clicked it. Hopefully it doesn't break something. Doesn't seem like it. We're on a loading screen. The units and structures in a multiplayer game are different than what you experience in a campaign. Well, what do you know? We played a lot of campaigns. I think we're good with that tip. I am excited to return to this campaign. CybrosX, definitely on the cutting edge of many things. Usually when Blizzard releases some cool new feature, he is one of the first to implement it into some sort of custom content, and it's great!
I am Ras'Gul, the Tal'Darim warlock, and I was betrayed by my people. Once we were fighting against Amon's servants, against our brethren. His slavery only brought doom to our race. Malash and I were pushing those servants in order to reclaim our home world, but we failed. He became a servant of the dead god, and for my crimes against him, they wanted me to suffer. Ramona, servant of Malash, has sent me through the portal into a forgotten land. They sent me into exile. But after hundreds of years, Amon has been destroyed once and for all. Now is my time to become the leader of the Tal'Darim.
Tortured scream. Alright, so let's head into map number 1. Fully voice acted, which is awesome. The Forgotten World doesn't contain any Vespene geysers. Try to find some pickable gas on the map. Also, if I recall, Ras'Gul can mind control. Actually, I really liked how Ras'Gul worked and how you gain energy by dealing damage. Anyway, we'll worry about that when we actually start the map. But as you can see, Ras'Gul's been changed. He was based on the Gul'dan model from Heroes of the Storm, so he had a mouth. Like, Protoss don't have mouths, right? Even though he had the orc mouth, so that's been changed. He's kind of like a Dark Artanis now. He looks really good. Okay, let's go ahead and play on hard.
When I came here, I felt rage, sadness, betrayed by the people I was fighting for. But I wasn't truly alone. I found my own people here, sent into exile. Because of me. I was watching these forces of Malash, thinking about a strategy on how to get out. There is no way out. As long as Amon still lives, within the void, his power is beyond my limits. But I'll wait here for my revenge on Malash. I will wait for justice.
Many years later.
I can feel the void whispering to me. Amon is dead. This is our chance, my brethren. There is a portal which brought us here. If we destroy the stones linked to the portal, we will be able to open it. Each stone is defended by Tal'Darim guardians sent by Malash. We must break their defenses.
Alright, let's do it. Destroy the energy
Warriors,
stones.
keep your eyes open. Their shadow warriors will hunt us down.
Okay, let's check this out. Settings, music. No music. Check the settings. I think we've got music. Avoid tornadoes. That's a strategy I do like to implement in real life as well. Ras'Gul is a Tal'Darim warlock controlling shadow magic. He was a Templar before, but Amon Shadows turned him into something more dangerous. He denied him. He became a warlock of his own will. His magic is powerful, but costs energy to be cast. Ras'Gul has no energy regeneration. His energy is regenerated from his attacks. That's right. So he always has 0 energy, but by attacking, we can attack our own stuff too, I believe. Yeah. We get 8 energy per attack. Shadow Blast, Crushing Grip. Basic attacks restore energy, that's what I would have expected, and then mind control. We're going to try to use as much mind control as possible, but we do have to actually be, attacking things to get enough energy to mind control. So, interesting way to utilize a hero. I like that a lot. Like, you actually have to get him in there to attack. And he doesn't bleed energy. You can actually store it up. So what I could do is just keep attacking my own buildings to get enough for at least 1 or 2 mind controls. Just attack the Nexus, too. This is, it's a little exploitative to do something like this, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take any advantage that I can get. As typical of most custom campaigns, I'll take what I can get. Okay, so let's just start getting some Zealots. We do have our Forge out. I'm probably going to use my gas mostly for upgrades. We need pylons. Mostly for upgrades, and we're just going to get a lot of Zealots, and we're going to mind control as much as we can. We'll see how Ras'Gul works out. Everything he has, 50 energy, and then 25 for the Shadow Blast. Okay, Shadow Blast is kind of like that, like the Stukov, what was it called? Corrosive Blast or something like that Stukov had, and when you could control him in Heart of the Swarm. Very similar. Okay, we got our first Zealot coming out here. We might want to start looking for, Vespene. Well, we can, like, move forward and do this. Might as well take what we can get. Will the enemies take damage from the tornadoes as well? I'm not sure. Also, I don't remember if the enemy did rebuild before or if they will rebuild now. In either case, we'll figure it out again. And this might be mildly different than when we played it before as well. I'm honestly not even that concerned with getting a cybernetics core just because I know that we're not going to be having enough gas to really be building any Stalkers anyway, and we can only build Zealots and Stalkers. So we just want to be taking as many Stalkers as possible when they attack us, and then we're just going to get some cannons to sit at the front of our front door. In front of our front door. Alrighty. No shield batteries, so we're just going to make some cannons. Here they come, and let's go ahead and start taking some stuff here. Go ahead and move out. Pretty long cooldown on mind control. So I think normally what I'd try to do when I have mind control in a situation like this is try to prolong an encounter to wait for the cooldown, but it seems like that's specifically discouraged here, so I'm not going to do that. Every time the enemy attacks, I'm going to try to take 1 to 2 units while continuing to build Zealots. Anyway, we've got our Stalker now, which is good. Once we get enough Zealots, we can push down in this direction. And as long as there are no air units, and even if there are, we could always hit them with Shadow Blast or Mind Control them, or I guess Crush and Grip as well. The point is, we have options for air units, and we just have enough Zealots to take care of anything on the ground that we should be fine in that regard. Let's go ahead and just set up I mean, we're going to have a ton of money, so we might as well just set up a bunch of cannons. And we're going to need more pylons later, but for right now, let's just save. And we're going to be fully saturated here pretty soon, and then we're just going to get lots more Zealots. All right, let's get in here. Let's take one of these Stalkers again. Pull it back so that it doesn't die. And there's an instance where our cannons took a little shield damage, but we didn't lose any units. In fact, we gained units. And that's the kind of roll that I want to have going here. Okay, and you'll notice just kind of like the way that the objective layout is with the different, like the 4 take these locations, definitely has a Legacy of the Void feel to it. And I had mentioned this in the intro, which is that CybrosX, he takes a lot of what Blizzard does and makes really interesting custom content out of it. So the way he designs his maps, they are reminiscent of the vanilla campaigns, which I think is great. They have a really smooth feel to them most of the time, and I really like the inclusion of voice acting. I don't have to read the things aloud. I think voice acting is awesome. I think it's fantastic.
The rift is opening. Prepare your blades, warriors. We must close the rift before it's too late.
Okay, this is the thing that spawns units in our base, so we want to go ahead and set up some cannons around our base to be prepared for this. Again, I played this map in the past in beta. Obviously, some things are different, but I just know that because I played this before. Yeah, so voice acting is great, though I don't have any expectations for voice acting, because I know it's very challenging to get right, and it's very challenging to find people to do it for you, for your campaigns, and it could cost money, so I never expect it, but when it's there, it's just awesome. It's really, really great. And let's get in there and take another Stalker. Move on in, Ras'Gul. Don't get stuck. We're just collecting Stalkers. Our cannons are doing fine for the most part. We cannot get Warp Gate. And we're just going to get some cannons in the back here as well, because it seems like those units are just going to spawn in the middle of our base. There's nothing we can do about it, so we just want to be mildly prepared. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a little bit more energy on Ras'Gul so that we can mind control something in this base that we're about to go and attack. I'll wait for another cycle with the tornado. I want to move down and take this first energy stone, and then probably blitz straight for the Void Rift. I'd probably just get to the Void Rift as fast as possible. Almost definitely that's what I want to do. So yeah, lots and lots of Zealots. Just Zealot spam, and the next gas pickup we get, we're just going to get Ground Armor level 1. And I can also get more cannons in case we need them, and I think we will, because those shadows do just sort of spawn indiscriminately, and they get harder and harder to deal with, as you can see. And I don't believe that these units are mind controllable because they're void entities, but I think that they're full-powered void entities, if I recall. Well, I mean, it looks like it. It looks like they don't take double damage or anything like that, like the ones from the Legacy of the Void mission. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the first map that's on Slain. Anyway, let's start going in there with Ras'Gul. Move on in. We'll take the Stalker. I could have taken the Sentry, actually. Here comes a tornado. I'm thinking maybe we just leave for now. I'm thinking we just not get killed by a giant tornado. We can turn and kill these Zealots, though. Okay, keep running. Yeah, so the enemy does not get hit by the tornadoes at all. I would love to take a Sentry. We have 20... Yeah, it's too long of a cooldown for that. Again, you're discouraged from trying to wait out the cooldown just to mind control indiscriminately, which I think is good. Like, I want to mind control as much as possible, but I don't want to exploit it in that way. Okay, well, there's no other... Well, I guess I could take one of these Zealots. Maybe they do reinforce the stones. Kind of seemed like they were. We have to wipe this out and get back in our base before the tornado makes another round. Okay, I think we have enough cannons to deal with this, but I think I'm going to get even another one.
First stone is destroyed. 3 are still active. I'm ready.
I think I'm not going to be able to avoid the tornado, which means I might have to go down and around instead. Might as well just take this building out, and we can hide out in the upper right corner here and maybe find some gas. Well, if we were going to find gas, I think we would have seen it already, but either way, let's just kind of hang out up here, wait for the tornado to pass us. There's our next set of Zealots that could have very easily run into the tornado. Okay, and let's just keep getting more and more units to mind control. Ras'Gul's shields aren't looking good. In fact, I'm going to hang out in base and get some more cannons to defend my front door. For now. Okay, I mean, we got a lot of money. We could go overboard with this, and we're going to need more pylons as we steal more units. I would really like more anti-air, but I guess if we just keep spamming Zealots, we should be fine. Let's take this. I really should be looking out to see what else is in these areas to take before I just take a Stalker. Like, if there's a Wrathwalker or a Vanguard or something hiding out, I definitely want to be taking that. So maybe before we attack into the next direction, we not run into a tornado, and we also are making sure that our mind control is up. I may have run some of my reinforcements through tornadoes. I hope not. Let's go ahead and start our armor upgrades. Okay, and then I'm just going to start rallying zealots in my base so that I don't accidentally run them through the tornado that's just going to forever be patrolling through my main base. These have blink, don't they? That's nice. Okay, I still want to be making a push towards the optional objective first. That is an immortal. Let's take it. It is ours. Okay, that's good. Again, just try to take the most powerful units as possible. It doesn't cost any extra energy to get the really powerful units or anything like that. So I will take what I can get. Let's just hang out here while we wait. I must have grabbed some extra gas. Was that a 200 pickup? Or I don't know. Oh, there's some more. Actually, we can queue up our shields now. That's good. Looks like it just spawned some more units towards my base. I saw the little red dots flying. There they are. Okay, no problem. Let's go ahead and get these units down here. The tornadoes never despawn, so they're just sort of always gonna cause problems. There's nothing guarding this, so we can just very quickly take it out. That's pretty nice.
Well done. The rift is successfully closed.
Okay, let's just keep taking stalkers. There's another one. I think every one of our stalkers has been mind controlled. We haven't built any, which is fine with me. These attacks I do have to be a little wary of. It's not that bad, though. I mean, these are sentries. Not a big deal, right? Just queue up a ton of zealots and get supply blocked eventually. Let's just go ahead and get more pylons with my extra cash. We're on the cusp of completing this, I'd say. It depends on what's in these last bases. I think I'd rather wait for mind control to be up so that I can take stuff. So that I can take stuff. Okay, I'm kind of doing this out of order. Maybe I should have gone for the ones closer to my base. But either way, no matter where we're attacking, it's going to be a challenge to get our units up to defend. I'm not going to take this stalker. I'm going to see if there's anything more valuable. Let's take the immortal. That's good. And with enough zealots on the ground to just distract every other unit, we'll never have too much of a problem. We can move on up here and grab this. Cool. It's going very well. There's another immortal back here that we again, I would have had to pull out and wait for the cooldown.
Keep fighting. Our chance is at hand.
Cool. So we're gonna escape. We're coming for you, Alarak. Isn't that what we're doing? Yeah, we're going against Alarak here. Let's wait for the tornado again. Yeah, so again, there's no way to despawn the tornado, so you just always have to be very cognizant of running your units out of your base, because it's very, very easy to run them through a tornado. In fact, these ones that I'm sending right now very well might just run through the one in the middle, so it might be worth my time to make sure that they don't. Let's see, are they on yep, well, it was close. That's all right, they're going to make it through. He's going to reinforce some of these zealots. My shields aren't even done yet, but I don't need them, because I think we're about to... Well, we're going to go and take this area right here. Take the Wrathwalker. Very cool. Can shoot while moving. Let's get it back here. There's another one, but we're not going to be able to... get it in time. But that's okay, because we killed it. We hit it with a corrosive, or a shadow blast. It might as well be corrosive blast, right? Okay, Zealot's doing well to take out the immortals. Got one Wrathwalker.
Because the shadows are coming for you. The High Lord.
Okay, the shadows are coming for him. You heard him. So this whole area in the upper left seems kind of unused. Unless there's some gas hidden up here. I could have explored up in this direction. Yeah, there is. Oh, there is a good amount of gas here. Now that this was here, let's try to get out of here before the tornado comes back. We're going to have to go probably up and around. So let's do that. Here comes their next attack. Let them attack into the cannons. All right, now go. You know, now go after I've specifically wasted your charge to help you close on the enemy. I didn't even make a cybernetics core, and now I have some gas. I don't know why I'm going to do this, but sure. Let's throw that down. Don't, please, don't, not you units. You're too expensive to lose. Can you make it? Okay, it's fine. You're fine. It's not that much damage. You're fine. All right, let's see if we can get these units out. No, we can't because there's another tornado. Yeah, they'll get around it. All right. Final area. I should have been out looking for more gas than I could have made stalkers. I think that was probably the intention here, was actually leave your base and look for stuff before you go and attack. Instead, I stole every stalker that I could and then got some upgrades. All right, let's go. What kind of units we have in here? Doesn't look like anything super high powered except maybe this immortal that I'll move forward and take. Cool. Not enough energy to a lift. I don't really need to lift. Get out of there. Ah, they've got the classic hardened shields. I like it. So we've been hemorrhaging units at each stone, but that's really not a big deal. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and destroy that.
It is done.
Cool.
Our path to freedom is opened.
Oh, yes.
Go through the portal, my warriors. We will show them the true power of the Tal'Darim. This world can't stand it. Let's see what my power can do.
Cool. Very cool. Okay, well, this is really neat so far, and when we come back, we'll be playing Echoes of Death. That cutscene was really neat, utilizing the terrain destruction from the very last mission of the epilogue from Legacy of the Void, or Into the Void, whatever it was called. Anyway, I'm excited to continue this campaign just because these missions seem really unique. I like the hero. Definitely an interesting way to play with a hero. You gotta build up that energy with him specifically, and with the voice acting, everything about this campaign is just really neat. So, Ras'Gul's an interesting character because he never was under Amon's sway at all. He's like a splinter faction of the Tal'Darim, but he also seems like a crazy person. So we kind of got like Alarak crazy person facing off against new crazy person Ras'Gul. Who do you root for? Most people would say Alarak. You know what? I'm going to go against the grain and say, let's root for Ras'Gul, crazy guy that we don't really know. I'm going to put my faith in him. Alrighty, well, this has been Jayborino. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.